daddy born poor, mama was too. Walking through the snow, plastic bags on their shoes. Papa selling houses, sleeping in a car, for babies in the backseat underneath the stars. Well, hey, hey, just work a little harder. Hey, hey, punching that clock with work and prayer and a little bit of luck. Make so much money, need a 10-ton truck. Ha 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 ha.
Hey, good morning, everyone. Paul McMann here with Forex Smart Trade. So glad you could be with me this Tuesday morning, December 13th, 2022. At Forex Smart Trade, our goal is to make you a successful currency trader and put you well down the road on the path to financial independence. We do that by teaching you how to trade using our highly accurate proprietary trading indicators. And we find the best way to do that is with personalized one-on-one training from a successful currency trader. And that is the most efficient and effective way to trade. And in this morning's session, I am going to get maybe a dozen different signals. And in this morning's session, I'm going to use one of those signals to see if we can find a good trade setup. I'll walk you through the analysis I do, and we'll take a trade if there's one there. So with that, let's get going. We need to take a look at, or we need to listen to this guy. Where is he? Over here.
Due to federal and state regulations, we are providing the following disclosure. Please stay tuned, as this will take less than a minute. Foreign exchange, futures, and cryptocurrency trading are highly risky, and you can lose all the money you invest should you decide to engage in live trading. We are not responsible for your investment, trading, or tax decisions. We are not licensed financial advisors, traders, accountants, stockbrokers, or attorneys. We are not licensed commodities brokers and do not engage in or facilitate commodities transactions. We are not an introducing broker, and we make no recommendation as to where you should invest or what broker you should trade with. As you apply what you learn, we recommend you seek advice from licensed professionals. Any trade results that we show should not be considered typical of our students. We do not and cannot track the results or performance of our students' private trading accounts. We do not know what a typical or average student earns or loses trading. This is not a get-rich-quick program, guaranteed system, or business opportunity. We sell training and trading tools. We make no promises our training or tools will generate future income for students, and you may not make your investment back, including your investment in this training. Any redistribution or recording of this material is strictly prohibited without advance written permission.
All right. One of the great things about the program is, or as part of the coaching, is that not only is the personalized one-on-one training, but we do sessions like this, which are part of the training, where you get to watch a trader do their analysis, learn from them. And when you are a member, we do a trade in the morning at 10 a.m. We do a trade again in the evening at 10 p.m. We are confident in the program. Once we've trained you, we let you trade with company money and split what you make. And part of that, it offers accountability. That accountability helps you get better faster. And there's always continuous training in addition to the one-on-one training. So, for example, every Wednesday evening, we have an advanced members meeting. And then every Saturday morning, we have back to the basics training where we're answering questions, reviewing things, giving insights, all to make you a better trader. I work off of a checklist. That checklist kind of helps me stay focused. Every day I restart my green chart just to keep it operating quickly. At the end of every day, it is good to review what's transpired that day with respect to your trades, and specifically the trades that didn't go as you had planned. It is good to do a little investigation to figure out, hey, why didn't this do what I thought? Sometimes you might do everything right, and it still goes the wrong way. But other times, if you start taking a look at it, you can start noticing, you know what, this I misread the setup, or this line wasn't where it was supposed to be, or this line was didn't quite have the slope that it should have had, and you can add those nuggets to your knowledge base so that on future trades you can correct it. Last night we took a on the live trade we took a trade on the USD Swiss franc, a little scalp trade for 5 pips. I expected it to close within the hour. It took about 3 or 4 hours for it to close. It just went shy, just a couple points of hitting that 5 pip little bump that we were looking for. Then it finally did close out. This euro pound, or on the last night's trade setup, the pound yen did close profitably. I didn't add the take profit or stop loss in this morning when I looked at it here. This is a demo account. In my live account, it did close profitably. I just pulled the stop. It was profitable when I looked at it this morning, but I just pulled the stop loss up, and it did pull back. Same with the Euro USD. Euro USD did not close during the evening. This trade is when I send these trades out, I expect them to be closed by 6 a.m. The following day. If they're not, they need to be examined and some sort of action taken. It wasn't closed, so what I did is it was profitable, but it hadn't closed. So the two options there are to take a look at the signal and either close it where it's at, or since it was profitable, I moved the stop loss up. Since the last 30 minutes, the signal has changed, and then it just stopped out at break even. When I do send those trade setups out, if they don't close, you need to take action and kind of you need to be able to take action to kind of minimize it. We're not going to win all of the trades, but last night we didn't lose any money, and that's one of our principal goals, is not to lose any money. As we are technical traders, we are trading strictly based on the price action. That is what our indicators do. They're very good at telling us what direction the market's going to go in. If we know what direction the market's going to go in, we can make money off of that. So we want to know what news announcements there are, because those news announcements are going to impact the price movement of the currency pair. And we get those we get that information from forexfactory.com. Forexfactory.com breaks news down into 3 areas: yellow, low impact; orange, medium impact; and red, high impact. These red ones we want to trade around. And usually I want to be out of a trade on the USD, or I want to be out of a trade on a red news item 2 hours beforehand. So we are within 2 hours of 8:30. The reason I want to be out of it beforehand is because this news is pre-published. It's already known. So it starts to leak before the official announcement, and that'll start to cause movement in the currency price. So we will not trade the USD this morning since we're within that 2 hour window. We also have an Australian dollar news event tonight at 5:30. Any trade we take now, I would expect to be closed well before this, so we don't have to worry about that now. So with that, let's keep going. The trade I am going to do for you today is the 10-point trade signal. I take it off of a 1 hour chart. It can be used on any chart, any time frame chart. I'd like to be at least 30 minutes into the chart to give give the indicator time to move the chart. On a 1 hour chart, I am typically looking for anywhere between 5 and 35 pips. My sweet spot is around 10 pips. I expect the trade to close within 1 to 3 hours. Now, this is all part of my trade plan. When you join us for trading, we will create a trade plan that fits you. I want to be able to get in and get out within 1 to 3 hours. And what this trade tries to do is basically get all the lines to line up from all 3 sections of the chart. Each of the sections of the chart is measuring something different. And when you get agreement across all 3 sections, that gives you the highest probability that the trade's going to move in the direction that it's predicting. So with that, let's take a look. I am going to go through the US Euro USD, or go through the USD pairs, even though we're not going to take a trade, just for instructional purposes. The chart I am trading off of is the Light 6 Major. It's one of the standard charts that you have. It's a composite chart. It is showing us 6 different currency pairs. As I said, all on a 1 hour candle. I am going to start with the middle section of the chart, which is the majors and minors. A red and green line is the major indicator. Black and gray is the minor indicator. I am looking for situations where these lines are either below this horizontal red line and going up, or above this horizontal blue line and going down. The blue line, we call it the overbought line. The red line, we call it the oversold line. So when the market's overbought, it's a good time to sell. When the market's oversold, it's a good time to buy. Can I make a trade when it's in the middle like this? Yes, I can. But again, it's not part of my trade plan. I want to catch a trade when we're on either side of the line. So right now we're in the middle. We're more than halfway. Everybody's going up, but this doesn't meet my criteria. Euro USD, we were just oversold. The miners just touched. Everybody's going up. I have the double cross. Theoretically, this is a good setup. There's 3 points here. 1, we were oversold. 2, all the lines are pointing up. And 3, I've got the green line is crossed over and the gray line's crossed over. I'm not crazy about it because I would have liked to seen the majors actually get into the oversold before they turned back. If I have all 3 points here, I would jump up to the TNTs and count how many lines are supporting the buy signal that I'm seeing here. The thick orange is definitely going up. The thin orange is going up, but it's going up and then going flat. So I only have one of the orange lines with me. Blue line is going down. When blue lines are inversely related, so when blue goes down, that means buy. So I only have 2 of the 4. I need 3 of the 4 to keep doing my analysis. So I'm going to pass. Pound USD, we are approaching overbought. So nothing there, overbought and going up. US Canadian dollar, the miners reached overbought and are coming down. Majors are sideways, so nothing there. Dollar Swiss franc from last night, overbought. Majors are still going up or sideways. Miners coming down. So I don't have agreement. I want everybody to be in agreement. If they're all in agreement, I've got a good chance of that trade going the way I want it. And here we are. Again, the majors didn't make it into the overbought area. So I prefer that it does. We do have everybody going down. We do have the double cross where the black line is crossed over and the red line is crossed over. But I do not like the steepness of the green line. You can see there's a little kink where it's going from like maybe 45 degrees to a little bit more than 45 degrees. And we're as it goes back and forth, it loses the cross, the double cross on the majors. The red, the green, the red doesn't go on top as it flexes back. So I'm going to pass on that. And again, as I said, we've got that news item. So, I don't want to fool around with it. Pound, euro pound. We're approaching oversold. Miners have started to turn. Majors are still going down. Same with the Australian dollar, yen. We just touched the oversold. Miners have started to turn. Majors are still going down. So we don't have agreement. Also, time of day. Time of day is actually, you know what? We should add that as a consideration into my notes there. The time of day. I want one of the pairs to be in daytime. So we're approaching. This is nighttime for both of these markets. So I'm not going to take a trade on the Australian dollar yen right now off of a 1 hour chart. In the evening, when I send out that trade setup, I'm taking it off of a day chart. So that's why, even though it's not current in the euro, in the USD, or on the euro USD off of a day chart, you can. But on an hour chart, I'm not going to trade when it's not current. Euro, Canadian dollar. We're kind of in the middle of the channel. Australian dollar, New Zealand dollar. We reached overbought. Everybody's going down. I got the double cross on the majors, but not on the minors. I want everybody committed. Again, the goal is if I can get all the lines to line up, I've got a high probability occurrence that I'm going to get the move in the direction I'm looking for. That's my primary goal, is to be able to see the move, to get the direction of the move. Pound yen, we are just reaching overbought. Miners have started to turn. Majors are still going up. So nothing there. Euro, Australian dollar. We've got disagreement. Majors are going up in the middle of the channel. Miners are going down. So nothing there. Canadian dollar, yen. We're just reaching oversold. Everybody's still going down. Euro, New Zealand dollar. We've turned in the middle of the channel. Pound, New Zealand dollar. We've reached overbought. Both the majors and minors are kind of sideways at this point. They're starting to turn, but haven't quite turned. New Zealand dollar, yen, oversold. Again, starting to turn, but not quite. New Zealand dollar, USD. This is what we saw on the other USDs. Basically, the majors didn't quite make it into the oversold, but they have turned. Everybody's going up. I do have the double cross. I've got the two orange lines going up here, dotted blue coming down. So I've got 3 out of the 4 here, and I have up pressure. So we've got 7 points here. So we had elements from all 3 charts, but we are going to pass because we've got that news item coming up. So I do have a trade here that the next thing to do off of on my analysis is when I do have all 10 points, or I have 7 points, is to confirm the setup. And I confirm the setup off of the 2 and the 4 hour chart. I am not going to confirm the setup here because I still want to see if we can find a trade that we can take. Euro, Swiss franc, middle of the channel, it turned going up, so nothing there. And then Another 6 pairs, Australian, Canadian dollar, middle of the channel. Majors are kind of sideways, minors going up. Swiss franc yen oversold going down. Euro yen, minors going up, majors going down, oversold, so nothing there. Pound Australian dollar, we're overbought. Majors are still going up, minors have started to turn. New Zealand dollar, Swiss franc, we're just reaching overbought, so nothing there. Canadian dollar, Swiss franc, we're going sideways on the majors. Minors are going down. So again, nothing here. So we've gone through 24 pair. I didn't see a setup that I liked. That is okay. You only need 2 or 3 trades a day to make money. And if they're good trades, you will make money. The key is to avoid losses. I don't need to always be trading. I just want to find the setup that I like because I know the setups work. So the other element of our program is that we have multiple signals. And if I do not find a signal that I like off of if I don't find a 10-point trade signal, I can change gears and go on use another signal. And this other signal, this is a little scalp trade that's good for 5 pips. It's called the thick orange line trade. You can take it on the 1 hour or the 30-minute chart. I take it on the 1 hour. On the 1 hour, it is worth 5 pips. You want to take it when they are 5 minutes or less remaining in the chart. And right now you can see that there's 7 minutes left. So by the time we start doing our analysis, we'll be down under 5. And I am looking for the thick orange line number to be either 0 or 10 or within 1 of 0 or 10. So let's see what we have. There's 2 parts to the signal. So the first part is, what is the thick orange line doing? And the thick orange line is a scaled number, which means when it gets as high as it can go, it is at 10. When it is as low as it can go, it is at 0. So when it's at 10, it doesn't think there's any more up in the movement based on how the line is calculated. So if there's no more up in the movement, that should be a good time to sell. So we want to see if we get 0 or 10 or within 1 point of either end of that. And then if we have that, we're going to confirm it by going and taking a look at what the majors are doing. So here we're at 6. We're not close enough. And this is a simple trade because you can just quickly glance. 3 isn't close enough. 10 is close enough. So here on the pound Australian dollar, we're at 10. Actually, it's been at 10 the last 2 hours. Then I want to take a look at what the majors are doing. I want the majors to be above the blue line. Right now, the red line is just touching the blue line. I want the red line to be up above where I want it to be maybe another 1/4 inch up. This is almost there, but not quite. I want it to be a little bit higher. You could see if you took it last hour, the lines would have been here still going up. So it wasn't quite ready. I want these lines to be up here. And when that happens, when the orange line is at 10 and the majors are up above the overbought line, it's like you're pulling an elastic. When the candle changes, there's going to be a little pullback, and that pullback's worth 5 pips. So this isn't quite there yet. So 3 isn't close enough. 2 isn't close enough. 1.8 isn't close enough. I am looking for 0 or 10. So 6 isn't close enough. 3 isn't close enough. 2 isn't close enough. 9 isn't close enough. 9 is close enough. That is within 1 of 0. Within 1 of 10. So this is good. And here we've got the red line above the blue line. We've got the red line above the blue line, and that's enough above where I will consider taking this. The other element of it is I do want to have the lines have gone from oversold to overbought, which they have. I don't want a situation where the lines are just kind of lagging up above the line. So we have that. Ooh, and it's just moving out of the range here. Let's go ahead. We've got 4 minutes left. Let's go ahead and take a sell on the pound New Zealand. Well, actually, one more thing. We need to take a look at what the spread is. Since this trade is only 5 pips, we want to make sure the spread is like under 1 pip. So pound New Zealand dollar. And right here, the spread, we're at 08 to 15 at 7 pips. So that's worth more than the trade. Trade we're looking at is only 5 pips. So on this, even though we kind of got the signal, we're not going to take it because the spread's too large. 5 isn't close enough. 4 isn't close enough. Let's keep going. 6, no. 9, yes. Pound yen. This is we've got part 1 of the signal. That's within 1 of 10. But we don't have part 2 of the signal. The majors aren't high enough over the blue line. This is telling me there's more up in the movement. 6 isn't close enough. 5 isn't close enough. 0, yes. But again, my majors aren't over the overbought line. I want them over the overbought line. So I need both conditions to get that 5 pip trade. 1 point, we're just outside of that one criteria that I'm looking for. I want this to be less than 1. This is borderline. Like I would maybe if oh, wait a second here. 9. All right, so here we've got it. It's right on the line. And this is right on the line. So let's take a look at what the spread is on the euro pound. Euro pound right here. And the spread is 1 pip. So with that, let's go ahead and take a 5 pip buy, on the euro pound, 5 pip buy on the euro pound. So if you don't have it on your MetaTrader 4, you'll go to File, New Chart, and find it. It'll probably be in this third category here, euro pound. Once you open it up, you will go on the second row to New Order. Click New Order. My lot size or volume is going to be a function of how much is in my account. In this case, this is a demo account. It's got 11,800 in it. I am going to move the decimal spot over 4 spots. So I'm going to take a lot size of 1.18. With this, I can have 2 trades open. And, oh my goodness, the spread has just jumped. All right, now it's in line. So we're going to take a market buy. Once the buy is in, I am going to right-click along the order. And now I'm going to add my stop loss and take profit. So I'm going to right-click, then click Modify or Delete Order. It is going to pop up this menu, and this menu is going to allow me to add my stop loss or take profit. 5 pips. This trade is worth 5 pips, which equals 50 points. If I put 50 in here and click copy, it will do the math for me. And we're going to use a 4-to-1. So if we're taking 5 pips, it'll be a 20 pip stop loss, which is 200 points. Click here. Now, the one thing I like to do, since this is a little scalp, I want to make sure I get my full 5 pips. So I'm just going to double check the math because this calculates it based on where the price is when you click the button. So I want to just make sure I get my full 5 pips. I'm at 85.72. Add 5 to 72. It should go to 77.3. So I'm going to just adjust this to 70.73. Then I click modify, and it drops in my my numbers. And so I see both my take profit and stop loss. So we took a buy on the euro pound, with a take profit of 0.85773, take profit of 0.85773, and a stop loss of 0.85514. Stop loss of 0.85514. And we did that using the thick orange line trade. Some traders on this trade like to see the thick orange line number. They'll wait till the clock actually changes, and they'll want to see this number jump by 1. And it did, because it was floating around right around 0.9, and now it's up over 2. So I will expect this trade to close within the next hour. Let's see if we've got any questions. Do I plan to do an overnight a video on the overnight for the pound yen? Yeah, I will. I will one of these days. Just haven't gotten around to it. Yeah, I'm using, and I found that the 11 pip. I use usually a 22 and a 66 stop loss. So I use a 3-to-1, but I'm going for more pips. I found on the 11 and 35, it's too tight. The pound yen bounces around too much. There's too much variation in it, so you get stopped out more, and those stop outs cause the trade to be unprofitable. But when you kind of spread that out, it gets the win rate up closer to 90, and that's where it needs to be in order for that trade to make to work. Tim Shaker, did last night's trade close? You got to be. We went over that when we started, my friend. You got to be here early to get all that information. But yes, it did. Okay, thanks everyone. We will be doing this again Thursday. Again, I am here to help you. If you have any questions, you can email me, or you can set up an appointment with me at forexsmarttrade.com/schedule. forexsmarttrade.com/schedule. Make an appointment with me, and I'm happy to kind of go over anything with you. All right, we will see you again on Thursday. Bye-bye.